Aloha, beautiful High Vibe Tribe. It is Pink Bella. Aloha. Welcome back to my channel. And I hope everybody's doing amazing today. So today is a pivot. Today is a transmission like no other. And today was mind blowing for me. I was in meditation this morning with Prime Source Creator, and I wasn't even sure if this is accurate, but I received a message that it was important for me to bring in all my wisdom, a transmission for all of us who maybe we're on a twin flame journey. Maybe you still are. Maybe you're wondering if that connection is false light. This Lionsgate, like I was sharing, is like no other. Whether you resonate with it or not, we are receiving very powerful energy codes, and I have been aligned with this Stargate system since 2010 or 11. Yeah, so I know of what I share. But what I want to share with you all is you might still be healing from a false twin flame. You might have been harmed in a relationship, a soulmate relationship, an unhealthy relationship that maybe started off as twin flame. You may be wondering if something's winding down, what next? Or do I have a divine union? So we're going to flip it over. I'm going to say divine union. You all work with whatever keywords work for yourself, but I'm going to share a little bit about my journey. I'm going to do a transmission and a reading for us for this Lionsgate, like why it's so unique, because it's all about the heart healing. And then I'll let you know what else is coming. Okay, so first off, if any of you would like a personal mini reading, Divine Union mini reading for this Lionsgate, or a full Akashic reading with quantum healing and chakra balance, offers are on my website. They're at the top of my website. I've cleared my schedule for tomorrow, the Lionsgate, as well as Saturday. So there's only a certain number of spots. So if this resonates with you, book as soon as you can, mainly because I don't know if how often I'm going to be offering this going forward, or if it's even going to be there all the time. All right, so I'm sending you so much infinite love and aloha. So let's first talk about what came in, and this is what was mind-blowing for me. So for those of you who don't know, this is how I got started. I was on my own personal twin flame journey. I assisted many of you, so many of you, online quantum Akashic readings and healings. I probably didn't even call them that back then, from 2016, and then I had to wind it down in 2020. And the reason I really wound it down, and I still bring it in sessions, you all know that, is that I was under incredible energy focus and attack, like so bad. Now what's interesting is I kind of hit a point on the starseed journey, same thing. So I had to actually dive in the last 4 days about what's going on. And I share that all the time. And the majority of the time, I'm still going to be bringing in galactic information. I'm still channeling that now. I not only worked with Source this morning, but also the Arcturians, as well as my Dragon team. So they've been key in getting me to this point. So this is twofold. It's going to help me help all of you, even at a deeper level, for all sessions, as well as there's pieces of information that I can bring through now from the Galactic Akashic Records that has not been available till now. So that is exciting. The other beautiful assistant today is going to be Mary Magdalene and Kuan Yin. So they have settled themselves in as well, and they're going to assist me with messages today. So I'm really super grateful. Okay. And thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing this content out, because it's important for all of us. Yeah. Okay. So my personal story is I started a twin flame alignment activation that changed my life in August 2010. And it was right after the Lionsgate. Didn't know anything about gateways or anything, but that connection carried me through until the 1111 gateway in 2018. And we went through a lot together. We learned a lot. It was a deep Atlantean connection. That individual lives in the Mediterranean. I live in Canada. So the fact that I was blown away this morning, the fact that he even traversed that length of time was the deep connection that we both had with each other for multiple lifetimes. So when I finally did free myself, why did I free myself? Because I realized that my own personal healing, self-worth, alignment was way more important, more energetically sovereign than the back and forth, than the not knowing. There was a lot of suffering. I was involved in a lot of suffering in that scenario. And you know what happened right after I released myself and let myself out of that scenario? Because in the beginning, some of you might still be there. In the beginning, you think that that's your mission, that you have to stay, that you have to do all this healing. Some of the healers out there say that. But the thing is that at some point, it's taking away your energy. And if you're not in joy and you're in suffering, then it's not a healthy scenario. So I gave myself permission. I let myself out of that mission. I actually asked Source to take care of that individual so I could work on my own. As soon as I did that, I was free. The Arcturians and the dragons came in at an even stronger level. I met my Andromedan family within like a day. So it all shifted, and I'm getting my God bumps just sharing that with you. Okay. So it's okay to walk away from any scenario that's not healing and supportive and joyful, so we can do our healing. And that's what I was given, is myself and that individual went into a deeper level of healing that we both needed on this journey than we could have even being together, because it was complicated. The twin flame journey, very complicated, very complicated. Okay. So the transmission is, are you ready? I'm reading the transmission. Let me see if I can bring it closer. I'm not turning away. Okay, so are you ready to understand your soul connection at a deeper level? Whether you're currently in a twin flame dynamic, unraveling a false union, or you're calling in your highest divine union partnership, this is the moment to receive clarity, healing, and energetic sovereignty. My sessions that I'm offering for August 8th and August 9th are infused with 7 years of twin flame and divine union guidance, plus mastery, Akashic record mastery. And I just shared about my personal healing, and it's now clear. This was a deep, deep, traumatic Atlantean connection that I've cleared. And I'm now free to also align with the Divine Union Partnership, but also I wish this for all of you as well. Okay. And I'll go over all the details after that. Okay. Let me just see. I kind of have a little bit of a format, but that's my pivot today. And that came from Prime Source Creator. Sometimes what's so amazing about this journey is we never know what we're going to be guided to do. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to, in general, what do we need to know for all of us for this Lionsgate, for the Divine Union Partnership alignment, besides healing our heart? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stargate heart. Okay. It's so, and what I love about this, heart chakra opening, unlocking, generosity. So for many of us, this is the next step of healing, of information, of downloads, to really heal our heart chakra, to really align. And, I've had a few individuals over the last couple of years, and there's the Emerald City, right, we're heading towards. So I've had a few individuals over the last few years, thinking that, what am I doing wrong? Where is my union? And the thing is that it always has come in that other individual is still healing, that they're not ready, that they're healing their traumas. Okay. But what I love about what came in this morning is this means, and I can't wait to look at the reading, this means that the planet is getting to a point of safety for both of you, that you're going to be able to come together. So we have Stargate Heart right off the bat, which I love. Think about the Wizard of Oz. Think about Dorothy going on her adventure with all of her characters. So that's what you have been doing. And some of you, it depends where you are. Gaia gateway activation. So even the Earth, Gaia, Terra, she is elevating. That's why the Schumann has been so crazy. She's elevating to such a point that she can support both you and your divine partnership. Earth intelligence, wisdom, transmission. I love it. And one final message for us right now. Higher heart activation. Oh, that's so beautiful. What's so interesting is yesterday I had this pop. First, it was a deep pressure in my high heart. Then it was a pop. The last time that happened was during sort of the final 2 years of the twin flame alignment. So we're moving into a higher level. Like, think about like we're driving up a mountain, or you're in a plane and you're going to a higher elevation. That's what we're doing right now. Dropping our shields, so divine love can step in. And so your heart is finally healed. I love it. I love it. So beautiful. Okay. Now I want to share with you as well, everyone. I brought in one of my personal decks I haven't used for a long time. I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's the Mermaid Tarot. Let me just pull, like, this is what it looks like at the back. It's very much connected to Lemuria and Atlantis. And you'll love it. 10 of Pentacles, luck, and you can see there's turtles there, okay? So yeah, this is a really beautiful deck. It's what I use for myself. Okay, so first off, right off the bat, from the Akashic records that are now open, they're letting me know that many of the twin flame connections were to get you to this point, that many of you are going to wind down from that information and move into more of a divine union energy. You want to be more sovereign, whole. We move into self-worth, let go of neediness, being patient with it unfolding. What else did they want me to share? Oh, many of the connections are deeply aligned with what happened with the fall of Lemuria and Atlantis, which I share about all the time. And that has been incredibly traumatic on a soul level. So bravo to all of you that have been working on healing that, okay? All right. So I'm going to just pull some general messages. I'm going to, you know what? I haven't done this for a long time. I'm going to pull in individual messages from each deck for the divine feminine goddess and the divine masculine king, the king and the queen. Let's do it that way. So the divine feminine queen and the divine feminine king for the divine union partnership, you know. And for me personally, I am so different now. I'm so unified inside. I so love my sovereignty and my peace and quiet. You're all going to laugh. That's because I had this incredibly attractive man knock on my door a couple of days ago, and I was just going, what's going on here? It was so amazing to me as a neighbor that just moved in. And I'm not saying that that's him, but I thought, isn't that interesting? I went through 3 knocks to clear trauma. And the 4th knock was a very, very sweet person introducing themselves to me because they're our neighbors. We're neighbors. And I also met 2 other neighbors yesterday. So I was like, and they're a lovely couple with a child. So super interesting right now. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just going to pull one message. What do we need to know for this session for all of us? Okay, I'm going to pull another one because that's a bit of a strange one. It's fertility. I'll just show you all the, well, some of you might be being called forward to be in a union to bring in some of the new indigo star children. Okay, I'll just read a little bit of it. Apparently I was being guided to share. I don't remember some of the words on this deck, but it is a beautiful image. Yeah, so the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous. Oh, I get it now, more creative and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. And that very much could be about, you know, the union is to happen because you've been shown that you're going to be having, creating new beings to come in, okay? Overall, we also got number 13, coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart, the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Beautiful. Both messages are absolutely on target. I will not question. Will not question. Okay, where to next? Okay, I've got a chakra deck that I've been using recently. So let's pull in. I'm going to ask for one chakra specifically for the divine goddess queen, the high heart, the unicorn. It says beloved. Perfect. So your high heart is healing. You're aligning with your beloved, and you're to be patient that the alignment is coming together. Okay. And unicorns are about play and very high frequency. What chakra for the divine galactic king I'm hearing? The divine commander. Okay, third eye and infinity. Beautiful. So that means for you, the masculines, you have been moving to a point where your frequency and your intuitive abilities could be brought online right now. And there's that infinity symbol. I love it. And that infinity symbol is connected to unions coming together. At the bottom of the deck, crown chakra, sovereignty. So both of us, both individuals, both sides needed to get to a point of energetic sovereignty. I love that. Okay. So this, I think this deck is called Bringers of the Light. Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, first, I just saw 1444 on my recording. Divine Feminine. You are a warrior woman. You needed to move into your strength, your empowerment, your self-worth, your trusting your abilities. And you had a deeper calling than this union. You've had a deeper mission. So you needed to move and amalgamate more of that divine masculine strength for yourself, clearing fear and traumas. What about the divine masculine? It's your message. You've been on pause, divine masculines. You've needed to slow down. It says take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So some of you as masculines have needed to release the matrix, get out of 3D, slow down, move more into your intuitive abilities, and remember that, we're not always doing. We need that doing energy, but it's like, so the divine feminine had to step into using that masculine energy for yourself and not relying on the outside masculine. And the masculine, you needed to slow down, breathe, make new choices, to take a break, to bring in your intuitive abilities that are, don't come second nature. Okay, amazing. I'm receiving so much information as well. Okay, a numerology message for both. First, the divine feminine. Number 6, love, throat chakra. So you've needed to learn about all different kinds of love. External partnership love, love for children, animals, the earth, your guides, your journey. Self-worth and self-love has been a priority. Your love for everything. And now you're able to move into this next level of love, which is going to be mind-blowing. Okay, that's interesting. There's still some energy that this is another thing with the readings and the sessions. You might still be going through a period of personal energy interference. And I just got a little bit of that. So the message I'm getting is divine feminine goddesses, work on yourself, keep your vibration high, and you won't be open to that because you're sovereign. You have everything that you need. The divine union partnership is just like a bonus. Okay. Yeah, that's what they're showing me, that the interference portal is thinking that individual will complete you. You are completing yourself. Okay, I love that, and I so get it. I so get it. Okay, for the divine masculine, 57, heart and third eye and crown coherence, alignment. So many of you divine masculines have needed to learn different ways of being, sharing energy, learning about leaving the matrix. And then some of you some of the masculines, you're way showers. And there's still interference in a portal with relying too much on the feminine intuitive energy. Maybe some of you are watching feminine readers like myself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm hearing is you also are aligning with your own wisdom and not relying. So we're both learning to be sovereign and not expect the other one to have all the answers and fulfill. And I will share with you, because that was part of my journey, and I've seen it still, that many masculines will attach to the sacral chakra, the divine feminine, of her creativity, her intuitiveness, her wisdom, so that you don't have to move into your own. But that's your key. You're to move into your own intuitive wisdom. And for the divine feminine, that spiritual strength and wisdom, knowing that you are loved, you are supported. It's been our journey back to our heart, our soul, divine prime source creator, or the divine Sophia mother. That's been our journey of healing, to go within and to become whole within ourselves. Okay. Yes. Let's put a crystal for both sides. Crystal wisdom for divine feminines. Clear quartz, clarity. Oh my gosh, this is like my favorite one. And this is like one of the major crystals that I received at the beginning. So divine goddesses, you want clarity right now. You want to work with clear quartz. Okay. You want to work with clear quartz, and you want to talk yourself off a ledge if you're getting impatient that it hasn't arrived yet. Impatience means that you're not aligned, you're not balanced. Okay. So they're just letting me know you were going to get clarity with your higher self. The other thing I'm going to share is this is what I learned along the way. You're not to connect with the higher self of that individual. You're to work with your higher self, your guides, your prime source creator, and you're to redirect that individual's higher self to work with them. Okay. So that's a little bonus hack from Pink Bella Aloha. All right. What crystal for the divine masculines? Some type of heart green stone. So this isn't a common one. It's called seraphonite, honesty, 38 heart. Again, heart and third eye coherent. So all about your heart chakra. Find some kind of green stone that resonates with you. Labradorite, green aventurine, jade, right? I have an amazing dragon jade that I work with. And so that would be a really good stone for all of you right now through crystal stone through the Lion's Gate, this 8-8 portal. Okay. So now I'm going to pull some cards. Am I doing a group reading and then individual? Okay, I'm going to do, this is for all of us. For what do we need to know about the divine unions for this gateway? And by the way, let me just let you all know. Where did I write it? Okay, so right now we are able to really truly heal our heart chakra and our high heart. We're able to clear out false unions, closure, clear out any false twin and true and soul unions and contracts that no longer serve us, to recalibrate moving through this gateway to align with our divine union partnership timeline. Okay. What else did they want me to share about? Oh, this is so interesting. So, yeah, so there is, I'm going to specifically bring a couple messages in for Mary Magdalene. That's perfect. I love the whole idea about clearing out the past to prepare for a new timeline for both of you. Okay, so in general, this is a general divine union 8-8 Lionsgate messages for all of us. Number 20, facing the truth, facing who you are in the mirror, and really seeing if anything you're involved in right now is draining your energy. That's us moving into the gateway. Then we have a number 8, emotional withdrawal. So if any of you are involved with or is still in a loop of someone who is ghosting you, not connecting with you, that's not a proper union. That's a false union. But just know that maybe you're to withdraw. Maybe you're all to withdraw and go within. And there's that 8, right? And just really listen to your inner guidance about what's happening in your reality. I love it. And then through all of that, once it's cleared, a new divine union, a new partnership and alliance, number 3. Wow. And then overall 3, recognition and reward. So prime source is letting me know as well that we've done so much healing and work, and that many of us are ready, but we're also being protected and supported now. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, I know, but that's more about soul contracts and clearing out old agreements. Some of the agreements that I've cleared out, even though I ended that scenario, I've cleared out the connections between the fall of Atlantean guides and contracts, and the Orion galactic contracts, which were 2 pieces that kept me going until I started realizing that my self-worth and my self-love and my sovereignty were more important. Peace of mind and heart, right? Okay. So, yeah. And there's still some pain in the heart area. I've still done lots of healing for that individual. However, I feel like I wrapped it up early 2022. But I'm just feeling that soul still has a lot of heart healing to do. Yeah. And I always forgive, gratitude for everything, and released and set us both free. Best gift for me I ever could have given myself. Okay, let's look at the clarification for facing the music, facing the truth, facing reality, looking at ourselves in the mirror. Number King of Cups, understanding. So whoever is in charge of the union, whether it's you, divine feminine, or divine masculine, we're moving into when you face the mirror and look in your eyes of the soul and really understand what's happening now is the reality. And if it's been going on for a long time, it's the reality. So you're coming out of the waiting and the wanting and moving into the next level. Okay, so what about emotional withdrawal? What the next level is like a mature, aligned, supportive connection. Emotional withdrawal, whether it's one or both of you that's been elusive, moving the justice card has come in, and it's about balance. So we need to be balanced, the relationship needs to be balanced and supportive. Okay, and there's the scales of justice. This is also an October card. So October could be a time when many of you will align with and be in your union or meet that individual. So partnerships and alliances. Number 3, 7 of Wands, endurance. You absolutely, if you've come this far, you absolutely can endure till October. You absolutely can. And if you're still on edge, if you're still on edge about it, still frantic about it, then there's a little bit of more of self-worth and self-healing, okay? Then we have recognition and renewal. So this is like the universe, prime source saying, okay, you're ready. This individual's ready. You both can align and move into that timeline, right? Are you even both in the same timeline? Right now we have the vortex temptation. So this is a message of one or both of you are not in the same timeline. You're not in the same frequency. Let's do another clarification card. 7 of Cups, possibility. Maybe you and this other individual are distracted by shiny things, are not aware. Cups are about emotions, very emotional, lots of like anger back and forth. So some individual in your reality that you're thinking about, it's still fuzzy. You're still both not in alignment. You're both not on the same timeline. And that's coming from the Akashic records. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm just going to ask Mary Magdalene if she wants to bring in a message from her and her dragons, or if I should just... Okay, she's saying to pull one card for the Divine Feminine, one for the Divine Masculine, and overall, and then she'll bring in her message. Whoa, there's something going on with what I just shared too, because I get pressure when there's interference. Up until now, if you are not in your Divine Union partnership, there is interference. The other parties, the dark ones, they don't want the unions because that will raise the frequency, you, me, all of us, and really move the planet into the next level of our high frequency being. It's going to change everything. That was a message I got for years. So just know that too, that that other individual is fighting their own battles. You are as well. When we heal the battles within, the wounds within, the traumas within, it raises your frequency, their frequency, everyone's frequency. And so that's what they're letting me know, that there still is interference right now. Okay, so I'm going to call in Mary Magdalene. I'm going to pull one card for the Divine Feminine, one message for the Divine Masculine, and then an overall message for us for today. Divine Feminine, you got the world, prime source creator, regeneration. So divine goddesses, you are regenerating. You're becoming even more than you thought possible. And this time is for you to go within and deeply connect with your version of whatever that is. Is it your angels? Do you call it God? Do you call it the universe? Do you call it the Divine Mother? This is your opportunity to connect in with your heart and trust that everything is unfolding and that you're moving into a new version of yourself. Divine Masculines, and this is one of the most powerful major arcanas in the deck. Okay, I've got 2 cards for Divine Masculine. Illusion, it says illusion. This is the Moon card. So for some of the Divine Masculines, not all of you, but for some of you, you're being like cloaked. You're being you can't see. You're not sure. You're unsure. And the Moon energy really impacts you. So the new moon and the full moon, and by the way, the moon is kind of false energy, is blocking your chakras, your healing. So right now, and feminines, that means that some masculines that you're looking at right now, they can't see you, they can't hear you because their abilities haven't come online. I love it though, because this is actually yes, this is the strength card, stability. So masculines, feminines are working on aligning, grounding, trusting, having faith, and stability. I love that. And I believe this is the Leo card. It's a different deck. I believe the strength card is the Leo card. So you, me, all of us are getting stronger, wiser, more in our power. And that is the name of the game. Mary Magdalene, what message do you have for all of us today? I'll pull one more card. Oh my goodness. I pulled some cards for me this morning, not about this topic, but just in general. 10 of Wands, responsibility. So she's saying two messages. One, we all have so many responsibilities in the real world. We're to focus on that, to stay in the now, because that is our mission right now. The second thing is that some of us do have a responsibility to be in a divine union, which is so beautiful. And it's not necessary. It will align perfectly and in divine order. But if you still feel a divine responsibility to a connection that is toxic, you're to really look at that through this Lion's Gate and free yourself, even if it's just for a couple of days, and come out and look at yourself in the mirror and decide if that's the way you want to go. Every single one of you, you are worthy to have the most amazing divine union partnership ever. Okay. And it'll be easy. It'll be graceful. It'll be fun. It'll be passionate. Oh, I love that. Okay. So I'm just going to review. This is on my website right now. So if any of you would like to book your own mini reading or full Akashic Divine Union reading with a healing, and they're about half the price of what I normally offer. So this is super cool. I'm going to be booking Zoom calls for tomorrow, the 8th, and Saturday, the 9th. So let me just review what is the Divine Union Akashic reading. You will, I'm not, wasn't looking at the right thing. It's at the top of my website too. So the Zoom minute session, which is a mini reading, will include Akashic Record insights to where you're at right now. Are you on the divine union path, or is it a false twin flame? Or are you needing to clear more information? I will also do a scan. Is your heart path healed? Are you ready? Then you'll have a reading, a divine union oracle from the universe, from your higher self, about what's coming, including I'll send you an email of notes after the session. Okay. And then the full reading, full Divine Union Akashic Record reading and healing, you receive a full Akashic Records soul connection scan. I'll identify and clear any interference or soul contracts preventing this, a heart chakra and solar plexus recalibration, energetic sovereignty restoration from past relationships, false twin flame connections, guided. Oh, yes. A piece of that is some of you have had connections with someone online, and that's still lingering as well. Okay. Guided meditation to your Akashic Records for healing, clearing, and a fresh start alignment. You'll also receive a 12 chakra balance and light shield activation, divine beloved transmission and intuitive guidance, as well as the Akashic Records oracle reading. So that's amazing. Okay. In addition, I worked with the Arcturians and the dragons this morning. You can also do an add-on of a golden dragon abundance activation. So that's additional. It's all at the top of my website. Check it out now. I'm sending you all so much love and aloha. I look forward to coming back and doing another one of these soon. Love and aloha from Pink Bella, and have a wonderful Lionsgate. Take care.